People, welcome to another edition of the finger tapping frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard with me, Big Jim, and Ninja Boy, fresh from Team Ring Domination. And the good news for Team BadLadDad in Ring Domination is we managed to get the Luke Harper card and then thumbed ourselves down a bit and we got
Hardened for its Swan.
So that's two cards which are certainly helping out our decks and some of the guys in the team. We've also got some of the guys who've got some pretty strong cards already, so not so sure they needed them, but they pitched in all the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got the two cards that we wanted and indeed we could get. We're in elite tier, so we weren't going to get the ultimate card. But also, well, there's been some, I was going to say good news, it's kind of mixed news. Both Ninja Boy, that's him, and me, Big Jim, have had tier pulls. Now, the reason why it's mixed news is, well, let me just show you what I got first, because I then told Ninja Boy what had happened, and he had a little go, and he got his. Anyway, let's have a look. If we go into my cards, and just filter it down, it's already filtered to Elite. As you can see, I've got my Austin Aries Pro. If you remember, when Austin Aries was one of the event cards available, I actually pulled him as an elite pull at the same time. So that was great for a pro. But if we just scroll back, we'll find what card that I pulled as my latest elite card tier pull. And it was Austin flipping Aries again, would you believe?
He's on 39.
So,
you know.
Yeah, I will finish him off. I just don't have any cards
to doing that.
just like to leave a little bit wanting there, just to give him a bit of extra. Anyway, so that's twice I've pulled him, and 3 times I've obviously got the card, which is a bit irritating because if you remember, with my diva luck, yes, I was pulling the divas.
Female.
I was even pulling the females. It just sounds odd saying you're pulling the females. Anyway, so as you know, I'd got Liv Morgan twice for a pro, and then what was the next one I got? What was the next Hardened pull I got? The next Hardened pull I got was Liv Morgan. So I'm doing things in threes, which is, this game's all about doing doubles and getting pros, not doing threes. That doesn't quite work. That's too much. Noah did not get animals in the Ark 3x3. It was 2x2. So it's not following the biblical lead on this one. And also,
you had another pull, remember?
Oh yeah, I did have a Hardened pull, which was
right there.
right here. Now this was good news, I have to say. Baron Corbin, bit confusing because I've stuck the ultimate card on him. But the reason I've done that is because he makes a pro. There's the original Hardened Baron Corbin, and the reason why. The reason why he is rocking that is if we have a look at my main Baron Corbin, he's got the cool picture from the SummerSlam card. See, that's what happens with customization, and it messes with your mind. Anyway, I told Ninja Boy that after playing Team Ring Dom, I'd gone into ranked mode, started playing a few matches, and that's where I got first that Hardened pull, and the very next pull was the Elite. So he had a go. He said, "Okay, Dad, I'll have a go. Let's see what I can get." And let's see what he did get. He got, quick drum roll, and it wasn't going to be a quick drum roll, was it? It was going to be a long drum roll.
As soon as I press Hardened, you'll see, because
you'll see
it's my 4th Hardened card.
And here we go. He got a support card. Now, anyone who's followed our SuperCard videos over the years, through Season 1, Season 2, and now Season 3, there's about 300 WWE SuperCard videos, will know that this poor lad here just seems to pull support cards all the time. And he's almost got used to it now, because when it first used to happen, you could get quite upset about it. Now it's just like, oh, flippin' heck, look what's happened again. So
didn't even react when I got it.
I mean, it's like, oh, Dad, look what I've got now. So it's a good card, it's a good support card, but it's just on one stat, which is a shame. It's nicer if you'd got a double stat card.
And it would have been nicer.
And it would have been nicer still when you've only got 3 Hardened cards as it is to have had another superstar. Still, it wasn't to be, and I'm sure something else will crop up.
But
so
even Bobby Heenan knows. He's saying to SuperCard, "Where are thou brain?"
Let's have a look at Ring Dom. It's a shame because Bret Hart, again, for those of you following us on Season 2, Bret Hart was my first.
That was Season 1.
WrestleMania card. Was Season 1 as well? Actually, you're right. Yeah, was my first WrestleMania card, and indeed became my first WrestleMania Pro. So I was quite excited to see that he was coming out as the event card, but of course I'm in Elite Plus. I'm not in Ultimate, so I'm not going to have a chance to have a crack at him, even if I managed to pull some pretty spanking new cards during this. It wouldn't be enough to get me through Elite Plus Plus and then on to Ultimate. So as you can see in here, in my deck, it's top cards all the way for the first 7, then I've got 3 cards that I'm powering up, and that's what I use as the cannon fodder when I'm going into a battle. Now Ninja Boy, do you fancy just doing a little bit of gameplay? When you finished your rocking your moves, whatever it is you're doing? Oh yes, have you noticed? Have you noticed this? And this, I'm wearing a Shinsuke Nakamura shirt. He's got his Seth Rollins Architect shirt on. Both of those came from WrestleCrate. If you remember WrestleCrate, if you've not seen them, look them up, wrestlecrate.co.uk in the UK or wrestlecrate.com in the States. If you're interested and want to order one of their crates, one of their monthly crates, if you put BadLadDad, the name of this channel, BadLadDad, into the code and checkout, you'll get 10% off your order. And that's not just on the UK site, that's on the US site as well. And this is the kind of thing, it's the kind of freebie you get in the boxes. Right, we've done enough chatting. Let's do some playing.
I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Now, as you can see, we've only both just started. It's Thursday, it's 8:30 here on Thursday evening in the UK. As you can see, still over 3 days to go. Whoops, and I've gone off screen. So while I'm talking, I'm just going to be looking down, get myself back on screen. And so you'd think we've got plenty of time to crack on with this, but actually I've got some work to do this evening once I've done this, as well as editing this video. I'm out working all day tomorrow, Ninja Boy's at school, so it actually whittles it down to you've got Saturday and Sunday, so it's not quite so comfortable as you may think. But we're going to have a good go, and I must say it is generally easier to do Ring Domination, because unlike Road to Glory, you don't suddenly get the shutters coming down. It's just a case of ploughing on. So it tends to be a more of a smoother ride, a more comfortable ride. And of course, as you've probably already read on Twitter or seen on any sort of social media, or even just seen from the glimpse you saw of my card here, Apollo Crews is the Hardened card that I'm shooting for here. And SummerSlam, I believe, which is Ninja Boy's level, is that Luke Gallows? Now, you've got Anderson, but you haven't got Gallows, have you? You got one half of the Baldy Hump team. You just need the other half to get yourself a pro. Now, you're in a position where SummerSlam pros will make a difference to your deck, won't they? This is a long-range interview. Hands across the sofa. Ninja Boy!
No.
Don't desert us!
Okay, I'm coming.
Okay. Right, let's bring that over. Just as an additional note, I did start doing a No Man's Land, that's Walking Dead No Man's Land video for you guys, where I was going to get the Negan character, and long and short of it, there's a bit of an equipment failure. I hadn't actually got the character at that stage, so it's not ruined that part. I will go back and I will refilm it, but it's just a question of filming schedules, trying to get time to do all these things as well as live normal lives in between. But I do intend to have that The Walking Dead video up within the next 48 hours, hopefully. Can you be more excited?
I keep getting like my worst 2, 3 or 4 cards. Not my best 2, 3, 4 or 5 cards.
Well, you know this game, it likes to mess with your brain. It likes to get in there and rattle around in your head, see what it can find, and then exploit your weaknesses. Because that's what the game does. Now, still reading about people who've had massive amount of tier pulls, like back to back to back to back to back to back. And I'm not quite sure what Cat Daddy's going to do about it. There may even have been an announcement already, or maybe they're not going to do anything about it. But it's a bit galling when you're still playing the game as normal, doing your best, and then seeing people have suddenly gained cards that are going to absolutely blitz you. Right, I'm not going to do anything fancy. Just playing it safe. Playing it safe. Safe-ish. So yeah, we'll be interested to see. You're not having much luck over there. We'll be interested to see what they do. Right, the Baron, send for the Baron. Bring in the Baron to do the job.
Baron Corbin.
And there we go. Also, you can just see my Randy Orton card there. I've got a lovely Randy Orton pick from, I think it's the Legendary card pick from season 2. I love it on the on my card there. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do. 8 picks. Oh, look at that! Straight in with his face. Classy Freddie Blassie. Hello, Apollo! And if you're going to show yourself. But no little cluster theory here. There's all sort of... Oh, there we go. I was just going to say there's no cluster theory in the piece right next to his face. If you remember, the cluster theory was you get a piece, then just bang close to it, and you normally get another piece very close to it. Rather than, psychologically, you might think, oh, it's on the other side. So as you can see there where his name is, I tapped the piece below, and it uncovered a piece there. So they do tend to come in 2s and 3s in little clusters. Doesn't always happen. Reach the card limit. Flipping heck. Right, now, who did you say needed powering up? It was Austin Aries, wasn't it?
Yeah, by 1 left.
It was the third Austin Aries, so let's go. Let's go. And finish him off. I don't like that music actually, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, I could have done better there. Got something a bit more dynamic. Right, I'd like something a bit rocky or something a bit different. Right, so he's done. He's got one more token. Not that kind of Rocky. Not Rocky Balboa Rocky. Although, think about it. For Apollo Crews, aka Apollo Creed, if you listen to Daniel Bryan and The Miz, perhaps the Rocky music would have been appropriate. Perhaps you should change it. What do you reckon? Should Apollo Crews change his music to the Rocky theme? That's not a bad idea. I can see your, just looking at your deck there, it's blanked out some of your images. That's happening again. It wasn't happening until they did that latest maintenance, and now it's one of these things where you need to log out and log back in again, and all the images will reappear. Bit of a pain in the rear end, as I'm sure you'll...
which is why I don't do it. I just go without...
You just get on with it, yeah. Just say, oh, I can't be bothered. Just get on with it.
Yeah, guaranteed piece.
So yeah, it's been quite a successful few days in terms of getting cards. They may not have been the cards that we'd hoped for, ideally, or wanted, but you know, it is what it is. Right, what does it say? I was going to do that. I was going to do that, wasn't I? Let's finish him off. As you can see, I've still got a few of the lesser cards. Where's what poster roll thingy? What's a poster roll thingy?
This thing.
What about it?
I'm hitting my head with it.
Right, okay. Thankfully you can't see what's going on. If it looks all a bit sort of weirdly twinkly around here, not like the usual clean light that you get, that's because the Christmas tree is kind of right there. It's right there. And it's about a foot taller than Ninja Boy, and it's covered, as you can imagine, in lights and sparkly things. And they're causing an awful lot of reflections of light around here. And rather than moving the tree or trying to change all the lights around here, it's just a case of, we'll go with that. That's fine. I'm sure no one will worry about it. Fall within the holiday spirit. Are any of you guys, I'm assuming everyone who's at school is going to be on a school break soon. But you guys who are working, are any of you guys going to have to work through Christmas, or have you got some Christmas time off? Or that's assuming that you even care about Christmas. Some of you may not even celebrate Christmas. But for me, this is quite an important Christmas, because 2 years ago I'd injured my back quite badly, and I was on some very strong medication, some of which
Life stories
basically sent you a bit doolally. So I really didn't even see what happened over Christmas. In fact, I was so doolally, I ordered a PlayStation game for Ninja Boy, then I had no recollection of ordering it. So then I bought a physical copy as well. So I didn't actually find the digital download version until March the following year. Realised I'd wasted 40 quid. And then last year, again, those of you who followed us for a while, this poor old Biggie dude, the same week that his dad died, BadLadDad Gran, Ninja Boy's Gran, had to go, she was rushed into a hospital here in the UK called Papworth in Cambridge, which is a heart specialist unit, and she needed a double bypass. was a bit touch and go as to how things were going to work out over there. And that took me, I mean, I was away from home every day for a few days at a time, and then driving back to London when I could. Cambridge is about 55, 60 miles out of London. But of course you're spending the whole day in the hospital and outside the hospital. It was damn cold there as well because you couldn't get a phone signal in the hospital. And thankfully she made it through, but it was after Christmas before she came out of hospital, by which time Christmas had just passed us by again. So this Christmas we're going to have a good one at home, aren't we, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to be at home. I'm going to be at home. His mum's going to be at home. He's obviously going to be at home. And we're going to make the most of it. Actually just relax into it and try and enjoy one for once without the troubles of the world banging down on our shoulders. Right, don't normally go into such personal detail, but just thought it was worth saying that this is a Christmas that, for once, I'm looking forward to it. I'm meeting some old friends tomorrow as well in Covent Garden.
And
yes, mate. And?
Subscribers.
And? Well, I was going to keep quiet about that, actually. I was going to maybe do something special on that front. Ninja Boy was about to say that we were going to hit a milestone on our subscriber list, and I'll leave you to have a look to see if you can spot what that is, if you can be bothered. If you can't be bothered, then you don't have to bother looking. But I believe that this afternoon, while we're doing other things, we've actually hit that milestone, which is a very nice Christmas present. So I'm going to end up saying thank you to you guys anyway, aren't I? You people are flipping amazing. That's all I'll say. Flipping amazing. And but we will do a video just to praise you even more because you deserve it. You're worth it. You know you're worth it. Right, we'll do one more match. How are you doing?
Oh, this is my final bout.
Your final bout. Right, okay. I'll just do one more. Guess who's been to a pantomime today? Coming out with his quick high hose. What was that pantomime? Was it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by any chance, Ninja Boy?
No.
Now he's fibbing. It was in Camden. I know it was, because that's where the school took you.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, do-do-do-do-do-do.
With a West Ham hammer. Boo-a-doo-boo-boo.
Beating Burnley 1-0. Yay.
With a bucket and speed and a hand grenade. Hi-ho. Oh, there it goes.
I think
Yeah, West Ham actually won a game last night. Yes, come on.
And I think that when we play her, we're going to win 2-1.
Oh dear.
What?
It's making bold predictions on videos now as to how West Ham are going to do. That's not something I'm ever going to get involved in.
We saw the signal, remember?
We did actually. I was explaining to him that if this was medieval times and we were soldiers marching to war, as we were coming home from his school yesterday in the dull twilight of the London sky, there was 2 planes had crossed, so the sky trails. There's obviously a lot of plane traffic around London with all the airports and everything, and the trails had crossed and formed a massive crossed hammer in the sky, which is the nickname of our team, West Ham, the Hammers. So I said to him, in medieval times, we'd be marching to war and we'd seen that, we said we're going to win, because that is a good omen. And what happened? We won.
We always just have you all right.
Unlike this, which I'm doing my best to lose. Oh, I knew he was going to do that.
No, that's a SumSlam Event Pro.
Yeah, well, let's just see what
It's
happens.
speed. That's a win.
It is a win!
But you would have won on all stats.
Yeah, I would have done, actually.
What were you worried about?
What was I worried about?
Even if you
Comes from being a West Ham fan, you worry about everything.
Even if
There we
you
go.
propped, you would have still won.
Right, even if you lose, you still win.
No.
So there we go, let's see what I pick. Let's pick another elite card, just for the hell of it. Then I can say that I'm one of those people who gets too many pulls. It's not often you get such a clear view of the face this early into it. Come on. Of course, again, anyone who follows on Twitter will have seen I posted the very first shard. It went all the way down to the very final shard before it gave me. Come on, waiting on a network. The slippers flying around my ears now.
It's slip.
Flip. There we go. Right, finally.
I was close.
Go on, do you want to pick some?
No thanks.
Nah, can't be bothered, Dad. Waste of flaming time.
This is like a bottle flip, but with slip.
A bottle flip with
Oh!
skanky old slippers. Where do scissors come from?
I did it.
I'm losing my cutting edge. Right, 5 picks to go. 5 more picks to go.
So we just needed to get some equipment.
Can we reach Apollo heights? Come on.
Apollo.
Right, one more.
11.
Let's go random. Let's just go. That brings us nothing, as usual, like this game does on so many occasions. Right, there we have it. Obviously a lot of chiselling work ahead of us to be done there if we want to achieve all the cards. I'm certainly going to give it a go to get myself all the way up to Heath Slater is the ultimate card. What about you, Ninja Boy? What do you reckon?
I think the best I could do is Apollo Cruise. I'll try to get R-Truth if I can.
R-Truth would be good because it will just help you overall, won't it, on your deck?
Much.
Anyway, so that's our targets for the weekend. That's what we've got to line up for ourselves. Let us know what you're targeting in the comments down below. Thank you ever so much to all of you who have subscribed to us so far. As we say, we've hit a milestone. We're really delighted about it. I'm trying not to show all our excitement about it here because I did want to do something separate on it. But thank you so much. And don't forget, don't just like the video, don't just subscribe. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. That will give you some updates on what we're doing. Twitter is a very, very good place to follow us because I always post on there when there's going to be a video out, roughly what time it's going to come out too. So it's kind of like the guy who does the voiceovers on the TV and lets you know what's coming up later. That's how I treat Twitter. Anyway, thanks ever so much. I've talked for enough. All I can say for right now is enjoy your Ring Dommy Dim Dom. Enjoy whatever you're doing this weekend. Please come back and watch some more of the nonsense that we do. And until we see you next time, you stay cool.